We want to solve the following one-step linear equations. Now, looking at these two equations, notice how the variable is on the right side of the equation. So even though many times we prefer to have the variable on the left side of the equation, if it's on the right side of the equation, we can still solve these types of equations just as easily by isolating the variable on the right side. So looking at our first example, we have 108 equals 9x. Remember, 9x means 9 times x. And since the variable is on the right side, we want to manipulate this equation so it's in the form of some number equals x. And since the 9 and the x are attached by multiplication, and since the opposite of multiplication is division, we're going to divide both sides of the equation by 9. So on the left side, we have 108 divided by 9. That's going to be equal to 12. We bring down the equal sign. And then notice on the right side, we have 9 divided by 9, which is equal to 1, and 1 times x is equal to x. So notice how dividing both sides by 9 allowed us to isolate the variable and therefore solve the equation. However, what you'll find is a lot of times textbooks will switch the order of the solution. So instead of writing 12 equals x, it'll be written as x equals 12. And these two are equivalent, but this form here is more common. And since this is the solution, that means if we substitute 12 for x, it should make the equation true. We want to check to make sure that 108 is equal to 9 times x, but we're saying x is equal to 12, so we have 9 times 12. Well, 9 times 12 is equal to 108, and therefore our solution is correct. Looking at our second example, we have 12 equals x divided by 7. Since the variable is on the right side, we want to manipulate this so that it's in the form of some number equals x. So we don't want this divided by 7 here, so we'll perform the opposite operation to both sides of the equation. Well, the opposite operation of dividing by 7 would be to multiply by 7. So we'll multiply both sides of the equation by 7. So we'll multiply the right side by 7, and then we'll multiply the left side by 7 as well. 7 times 12 is equal to 84. And then on the right side, it might be helpful to put this 7 over 1. We can see we're going to have 7 divided by 7. So this would simplify to 1 times x, or just x. So we have isolated the variable. We have 84 equals x, or x equals 84. And again, let's go ahead and check our solution. We want to verify that 12 is equal to 84 divided by 7. Well, 84 divided by 7 is equal to 12. Therefore, our solution, once again, is correct. So notice that even though the variable is on the right side, the steps to solve for x are exactly the same for these types of one-step equations.